Alright guys, so we are installing rival doors today on my CF Moto. I have a parts list all made out for you guys, so this should make it a lot easier for you if you guys end up installing these doors on your machine. When you get these instructions, they have no parts list. I mean, they have a parts list, but it doesn't really specify what's what. So I went through and I individually numbered and sorted everything for you guys so you can see what you need, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Now I'm going to go through the process with one door to show you how to install it. So this is literally all you get for a parts list. It tells you what it is, but it is super hectic to deal with and try to figure all this out. So I'm gonna go through, do the best I can with making a video for you guys so you know how to do this. It's gonna make it a lot easier. It took me like an hour to sit here and sort through this, and I only got one door done last night. It took me like 4 hours, so it's a pain in the butt, but maybe this will help you guys, save you some money for having to go to a shop and have it installed by a professional, because it's doable. It's just you got to take the time to do it. So hopefully this helps you guys. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do, you have your rivets here. You take all of these rivets out. You got to get this plastic back. Get rivets all the way up through here. Take all these rivets out, rivets in the back. I've already gone and done this because you want to get in behind here. There's a 13 millimeter on this side, a 10 millimeter right here, and then you have 3 10 millimeters up underneath here. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. You got one here, and then I haven't taken this one out yet, but you got to get this one too. Get those 3 out. This plastic should come right out for you, and then you can get in here, and behind here has another 13, I believe, 1 or 2, I can't remember. Once you get this plastic off and get in behind here, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this last 10 out. I'm going to try and get this back, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so once you get this plastic off, can't really see. I've got a ton of mud in here. Take that out. There is also one 10 millimeter. Take that out, and this thing should fall off. 10 millimeter. Okay, so this is out. This is what it looks like with it out. Don't mind my muddy machine that is impossible to pressure wash. I literally try to pressure wash everything I can. Just can't get in there. So you got a 13 millimeter right here. I'm gonna take this out. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead. You guys generally know what to do in the back here. Take the 13 out. All I have left to do is these 2 here, and then this 10 mil, and then this whole thing will come out. This whole thing, and then you replace it with this. Alright, let me get these out, and then once I get this all undone, I'll skip back. Okay, cool. whole thing comes out. And this one will go in. Now, what you have to do, tells you have to take this plate off. The reason why you have to take this plate off is when you go to put the door on, these little things here, these little 90s or whatever, they get hung up on the door and you can't actually put the door on when you try to slide it onto the pins. It will not go on. So you guys have to take that off before you put your door on. So I'm gonna get this put on real quick. Once you guys have taken this off, you'll know. Get your bolts started. Don't tighten them all the way down because you're going to want to adjust this. Make sure everything fits. So you can also use your number 10 Phillister head screws, hex heads, these guys, to go here. So what you'll do is you'll take these, replace these. I wanted to reuse these and they fit, so I just did that. But if you're having trouble, you can grab these and put these in here. Alright, to take the panel off, you will need a 4mm Allen head and a 10mm. That comes right off. Set it down there, whatever. You have access, and then this plastic will come right out. You can get right in behind there and you can tighten that down or loosen it. Whatever you gotta do. I gotta loosen it because this isn't right. So, but yeah, take that off first when you install this. Might as well. And then I didn't put that on till the very end. So keep it off until you're totally done. You got everything all installed, and then put those panels back on when you're done. Alright, when you're installing this, the first thing you want to do is you want to get this part lined up. And you want to make sure you can get in here with this bolt, because if it gets pushed down too much, you can't get a socket up in there. So you want to make sure this is pushed up and you've got it nice and flush up as far as you can. And get that bottom bolt tightened with enough clearance as possible so you can get a socket in there. And then you want to have this bolt in here already started, and then you want to go down, you want to make sure this is lined up down here on the bottom. Get that one as tight as you can, I guess, and then I would go down, put this bolt in, make sure this lines up, tighten this the rest of the way down, tighten this down. This one will already be started, and this will be the last one that you tighten. That's the easiest way to do that, so you can actually get a socket in here, because if you tighten this down with this all the way down, it's not going to fit, and you need a socket to do this. So do that, and then I'll show you the next step. get that started. Tighten this right down so you know that you can get your socket in here. That last bolt, that's the last one I would tighten. Come down here. I know I said to tighten the middle one, but I would tighten the top one last because that's obviously one that you can get to. It's tight. And we'll go up, I'll tighten this, and then I'll tighten this. And that'll be all installed. Don't forget to put your 310s and the 10mm in the back here as well. Alright, next thing you guys want to do is grab your door and put your door on. The next thing you want to do is grab the bracket for your door latch, the steel. Make sure you get the right side. I ended up putting the wrong side one on last night, so you want to grab this, and then it says to grab a 12, 3, 15, 20, and 5. So you want to grab your 12s, your 3, your 15s, your 20s, and your 5s. That is what you'll need first. Alright, first thing you want to do, grab an 8mm hex head. The back side of these bolts are already held in, so all you have to do is literally loosen this. And these will come right out. Grab these, set these in here. And make sure this part goes outwards. Alright, so the next step is you want to put your latch on. So you're going to want to get an 11, both of these. 22, which is your latch. So we'll set everything right with that. "19, 7, 6, 14, 19, and 21. So we'll get two 19s. We're going to get three 19s. We're going to get our latch. So this one will go on the driver's side. I'll show you how that goes on. Here's 7. What this does is this is a spacer. This goes in here. Two 14s. And our spring. That is what you're going to need to build your latch. So let's go do that. Alright, you don't want to tighten this all the way yet. You want to put your spring on and then you can tighten this, because if you tighten this, try to put the spring on, it's not going to go on. Alright, so this latch only fits one way. You have your actual latch mechanism right here, and you have a slot that goes into right here. So you want to put it in there. Line your holes up. Screw your bolts down in. Easiest thing to do first, bolt up one of these. So the one without the latch side, you want to just throw this washer and this nut on. And then for your latch part, this is actually going to go on like this. It's going to face the back side here like this. Because once you go to pull this out, you're going to push this way, and this is going to release this latch. Put your spacer in. I'm going to do a washer on top. Washer on bottom. And then your nut. Need a 5mm hex head and a 13mm socket. Alright, the next thing you're going to want your 4 and your 16. Alright, so you kind of want to get this a little tight so your door doesn't rattle, because if you get it perfect, you'll have an end and this will rattle. I have this door over here set up. Doesn't rattle. I have this all the way forward on this side. So we're going to try and get that like that. Alright, so that seems pretty good right there. I got it tight enough so it's not going to rattle. It's going to be a little forward. So you just got to do trial and error. Once you see this kind of start to touch this, instead of it just kind of closing, then you tighten it down. Alright, next thing, you want to install your little latch here, your door stopper. Need some 8s, some 17s, some 9s, 17s. So you're going to need this, your 8s, which these thread into here. You don't want your 17s. Let's go get this installed. You also want your 13, which is your little locking nut here. So this one's going to be a 5mm. These are going to be 4s. but not least, you guys want to put your panel back here, and you're done. You get yourself a door. You want to make sure that when you tighten this, it's not too tight, because the door won't close. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time.